Welcome to Warhammer 40k lore in the Bible, where I pull from Warhammer 40k lore to help explain biblical lore. And today we're going to be talking about the Magos Dominus. But before we get into that, I do regular biblical videos every Monday, and then every Friday from now on will be the Warhammer 40k lore in the Bible series. And if I've earned a like and subscription, please consider doing so. Also, take the wikis with a grain of salt, and I am not a lore expert. So, anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Magos Dominus, or Magos Domina, known also as a Tech Priest Dominus, is a senior tech priest of the Adeptus Mechanicus who commands the Mechanicus' military forces and seeks to advance the development of military technology. The Magi of the priesthood of Mars are the masters of much of what remains of the vast and potent military secrets of the age of technology, particularly the ancient technology of combat robots, the battle automata. To them, the pursuit and preservation of the arcane mysteries of science and circuits are of far greater worth than petty wealth, worldly power, or the lives of their fellow men. A tech priest dominus may live for many standard centuries, or even a millennia, prolonging their life through arcane science and progressive cybernetic conversion, willingly becoming something other than human as they seek to fulfill the Omnissiah's will. Shapers of destruction, masters of the cult Mechanicus, the tech priests dominus can reduce entire worlds to ruin. They could command a city to be broken down until not a single rockcrete brick rests upon another, or order an entire intelligent species eradicated and expunged from the history books. These feats they accomplish not through diplomacy, but via the relentless, merciless application of firepower, for it is they that command the Mechanicus Skitarii legions, Electro Priesthood, and Legio Cybernetica. The vaunted rank of Dominus is bestowed only on those of the cult Mechanicus with a true talent for war, those who believe the supremacy of a machine god is to be proven at every opportunity, though they are as likely to hail from the laboratories of the Magi biologists as they are from the war halls of the Magi Militarum. Each is an expert in weapons arcana. To them, the secrets of the battlefield are laid bare. Every bullet's ballistic trajectory, every las pack's current capacity, and every battle engine's optimal fire solution flickers in their mind's eye. They feast on raw data and cerebrostimulants, allowing them to coordinate frontline tactics and explode war psalms from their Vox arrays, even as they visit destruction personally upon the foe. No foes are safe from their wrath, for a tech priest dominus can tear the machine spirit from a super heavy tank, even as they blast its infantry escort to coiling wisps of steam. To augment their own formidable weaponry, the contents of the vast vaults of the Forge Worlds are available to the tech priest dominus, allowing them to carry to war ancient relics capable of extraordinary feat of destruction. Alright, we're getting to the history. During the Horus Heresy, the Magos Dominus was a master of the arts of the Legio Cybernetica, a sect of priests of Mars granted the dread right to create and control the robotic cortex, automata built for war and based upon the terrible secrets of the dark age of technology. Such strange and threatening powers were not without price, and by doctrinal tradition, such individuals forego an easy route to power within the Mechanicum. So dangerous did their fellows consider the secrets they wield. Instead, Magi Dominus and their acolytes formed but one of the many factions and sects within the ancient Mechanicum, divided both by technological specialization as well as rivalry in ancient feud, each vying for power, knowledge, and resources beneath the outward unity the organization displayed. shrouded as it was, and still by impenetrable mystery. Yeah, impenetrable mystery and arcana. Sorry. Those found within the ranks of Tag Hamata served a vital role, but were seldom the most powerful of their kind, who could instead be found in command of the Legio Cybernetica. Rather, they served the Magos Prime, either under terms of personal fealty or in fulfillment of binding pacts of mutual support between their Legio Cybernetica cohort and the Archimandrite, who stood as the power behind the Tag Hamata. In the millennia following the Horus Heresy, Magos Dominus also became responsible for leading the Electro Priests and Kataphron battle servitors as a part of the Adeptus Mechanicus battle congregations. Heavily trained in the art of war and able to skillfully monitor the battlefield with machine-like precision, the ancient and dreaded art of battle robotics they still study has made many within the Mechanicus consider them dangerous. This limits their chances of rising to greater political power within the priesthood of Mars, even in the 41st millennium. Alright, and real quick, let me know if there can be female Magos Domina, I guess, per se. Because I'm not sure about that. I haven't seen anything on that or anything. I have no problem with it. If it's there, it's there. But just let me know in the comments. But anyways, now we're going to get to the biblical side. And as always, when I talk about the Adeptus Mechanicus, I do got to bring this up. Daniel 2:43. And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another, even as if iron is not mixed with clay. That's very interesting, because clay is always referenced as men or humanity, right? But now we got these iron, but who's the they? Something to think about, you know. Is this like the Borg or something? You know, who knows? But anyways, there you go. Alright, so we're going to be talking about the Melchizedek priesthood. This is basically a king and a high priest in one. And what's very interesting is Melchizedek has his own, I guess you could say, land and all that with Bible believers or people who believed in God during the same time as the Hebrew, Abraham was starting to get going. So that's very interesting in itself, but we won't get into that. All right. Hebrews 7:1. For this Melchizedek, king of Salem, priest of the Most High God. See, so he's a king and a high priest, who met Abraham returning from the deletion of the kings and blessed him. So, what went on? These kings got together and they ransacked Shinar or Babylon and all that. Or Shinar was before Babylon, but it was where Babylon was built. But anyways, and part of that is they took Lot, and we'll read that here actually real quick. We're going to see that Abraham is actually a bad mamma jamma. He wasn't some old frail guy, right, that we're usually told. So we have these guys. So it came to pass in the days of Amraphel, king of Shinar, Arioch, king of Elasar, Chedorlaomer, king of Elam, and the title king of nations. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 guys right here, okay? That these made war with Bera, king of Sodom, and Berisha, king of Gomorrah, Shinab, king of Admah, and Shember, king of Zeboim, and the king of Bela, which is Zoar. Okay, so now they're going up against these guys. Or going to be. They all joined together in the Vale of Siddim, which is the Salt Sea. In 12 years they served Chedorlaomer. In the 13th year they rebelled. Okay, let's go down all the way to Abraham here. See, and they went out to King Sodom and the king of Gomorrah and the king of Admah. hold on, I apologize. And the king of Zeboim and king of Bela, the same as Zoar, and they joined battle with them in the Vale of Siddim. And Chedorlaomer, the king of Elam, the title king of nations, and Amraphel, king of Shinar, and Arioch, king of Eleazar, 4 kings with 5. And the Vale of Siddim was full of slime pits, and the kings of Sodom and Gomorrah fled and fell there, and they remained fled into the mountain. Okay, so they took all the goods of Sodom and all that. Now, if we remember, Lot lived in Sodom, right? So they came, this guy escaped, and they came that had escaped and told Abram, the Hebrew, for he dwelt in the plain of Mamre, the Amorite, brother of Ishgal and brother of Aner. And these were confederate with Abram. And when Abram heard that his brother was taken captive, he armed his trained servants, born in his own house, 318, and pursued them into Dan, and divided himself against them, he and his servants by night, and smote them, and pursued them unto Hobah, which is the left hand of Damascus, and brought back all the goods, and also brought again his brother Lot, and his goods, and the woman also, and the people. Does that sound like an old frail guy to you? But anyways, okay, so we'll read this again. So Hebrews 7:1, for Melchizedek, king of Salem, priest, most high God, who met Abraham returning from, the deletion, and blessed him, to whom also Abraham gave a 10th part of all, first being of interpretation king of righteousness, and after that also king of Salem, which is king of peace. Interesting. So there's Jerusalem and then Salem, or Salem. If you don't know, that's where Salem comes from, Jerusalem or that. But this is just called the king of Salem. So he's got his own land, right? But he's also a high priest of God. Okay, without father, without mother, without descent, having neither beginning of days nor end of life, but made like unto the Son of God, abideth the priest continuing. Now consider how great this man was, unto whom even the patriarch Abraham gave the 10th of the spoils. All right, let's go here. Revelation 1:6. He hath made us kings and priests unto God his Father. To him be the glory and dominion forever and ever. So what is this order, right? This king and priest. Right here. Hebrews 7:17. For he testifieth, thou art a priest forever, after the order of Melchizedek. What was Melchizedek? A king and a high priest. So now, right, with Jesus, and you accept him and all that, right, you become part of the house of Israel. Now we're back to the Warhammer 40k lore. So this is the war gear. They have a power weapon of any type. Las pistol, macro stubber, omnissiah axe, the Volkite blaster, phosphor serpentine, an optional replacement for the macro stubber, eradication ray, another optional replacement for the Volkite blaster, cortex controller, an arcane device, a wonder of the ancient mechanicum's arts, comprising the reasoning control center and animating machine spirit of a battle automata. Refractor field. This device is a defensive shield generator designed for personal protection. They encompass the wearer in the energy field or force barrier, which serves to retract or deflect impacts and energy discharges. Although the need for the wearer to move and fight, as well as their power consumption, prevents them from being anywhere near inviolable to attack. This device, conversion field. This device emits a powerful gravitic energy field which surrounds its users and is capable of converting large amounts of kinetic energy into harmless light. Yeah, so this is definitely not like the Melchizedek priesthood, that's for sure. But I'm sure the Melchizedek probably went to war. right? And had to defend himself in his land of Salem, right? So, anyways, I just wanted to get this out there. Thank you guys for watching. And I want to thank my subscribers and everybody who's watched the videos. Thank you for the support. You guys have a wonderful day.